Welcome to the Third and Long podcast. We're back here with the same group from last week. We got Ludeman right here.
What's up?
We got Franny D as always. You know, he's a permanent now. Madden in the other room doing his thing. And then me, the host, Zane Fry. And we're back at it again. You know, the dominant trio.
The boys are back.
They might be back
They
in
are
town.
back.
Successful wild card weekend.
There's a song about us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was a bad wild card weekend.
For me,
Some would say the
Wildcard
worst.
weekend.
Oh, I went almost perfect. I had one game wrong. It was the Vikings.
It was brutally wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Don't say that because you got like 18 wrong. But
Yep, I did.
you went like 0 for
I did not
14.
go over.
Anyways,
14 games.
the only one.
How about that?
The only
Rose
one I
Hayden.
got wrong was Vikings Rams. I don't even know the score of it, but
I move a little closer. Yeah. Yeah. The Vikings were frauds.
yeah, I knew they were, but I also thought the Rams were frauds.
Dude, I saw a thing. Before that game, they were like, there was a betting system on like if they thought Sam Darnold was gonna re-sign. It was at 82%. After that game, guess what percent you think it's at now?
37.
I'm pretty sure it's 0 because I know he's not re-signing, but whatever.
18.
Ooh.
18.
That's a
I thought he
crash.
was never. That's 80 to
I don't
18.
know, right? Just let you guys the playoffs and 14 wins. That's brutal.
Yeah, but then his last two games were both really bad.
Rough. Really
yeah.
bad.
And then
He
you
is
immediately
still
realized
Sam
like, wait, he's
Darnold.
not the guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
he was throwing balls behind receivers all night.
I know. It's his classic.
I
You've
mean,
seen Ghost, you know.
Yeah.
I've been knowing he's not coming back, and I know a New York Giants quarterback when I see one, and Sam Darnold is a New York Giant.
It's not the future.
I
So-
see him as a Giant, but I just don't think much changes.
He's a Las Vegas Raider.
He might be. I saw a video saying like the Niners need to like give up everything and give Purdy the Raiders, and I was like, this might be one of the worst
Don't know
videos I've
about
ever
that.
seen.
Don't know about that.
That's insane.
I remember the last time the Raiders went and picked up a Niners quarterback, and he sucked. He didn't even make it through a full season.
That's true. Is he still on the roster? Or no, he's on the Rams.
He's on the Rams.
Huh.
They might have cut him. I don't know. I don't pay
Yeah.
attention to Garoppolo very much.
Yeah.
He is on the Rams, and he started in the Week 18 game versus Seattle.
He wins.
Oh, and you.
Seattle won, but he looked decent.
yeah,
Serviceable backup.
Alright,
they had
what-
Carson Wentz last year in that game.
Oh, I predicted an upset correctly. Washington upset the Buccaneers. Both of you had the Bucks. I
We
told
did.
you, Jane Daniels gets it done.
You told us.
And
I'm curious on this. Is a 5 seed beating a 4 seed an upset?
It's not an upset.
Well,
Okay, well,
Well, it could be an upset. No,
Mm,
no.
it
Commanders
kinda
was
depends on the
6 seed.
teams.
Tampa Bay was a 3 seed. That's an upset.
were they a 3 seed?
yeah.
Commanders
mean,
were
but-
6.
But Commanders were 12
were
and
the 4
5, and the
seed?
Bucks were 10 and 7.
The 4 seed was
Rams.
yeah,
Oh,
because they won the
Mhm.
division.
Then yeah, that's an upset.
Yeah, it's an upset.
Yeah.
And I mean, I
Eh.
think I went 2 for 2 on upsets if Texans Chargers counts.
I guess we should just move through the games. Well, let's start with the Steeler game.
All right.
We'll start with the Steeler game. They looked bad, man.
Yeah, it was
it's not
pretty
not-
rough. Not great.
There's so many issues, and they're so glaring. And
If only there was some way to see this coming from about what's your losing streak? 4-game losing streak?
5 now.
5?
5 losses in 30 days.
Yeah, from about of 1 month ago. If only someone would have seen this coming.
a month ago you said we were gonna lose a lot of games.
Yes.
You got to give them props. I mean, they had a hard schedule though.
It-
and last
It
part
was
of
the hardest
season.
stretch in like
Oh, so
Yeah.
the
the,
hardest
sec-
stretch in
the
NFL
second
history.
the second you guys started playing real teams is when the schedule got hard.
It was Chiefs,
We-
Ravens twice, twice, Philly and Cincy.
We played the Eagles, Chiefs, and Ravens in a 10-day span.
Yeah.
Phillies in 10 days.
Yeah, because we played a Saturday game, Wednesday, Christmas, and another Saturday game.
Saturday to Wednesday.
Yeah, or it was Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Nuts. It's insane.
It was horrible.
That's crazy.
And it was the Chiefs, Ravens, and Eagles, like the 3 favorites to win the Super Bowl. With like, I think the Bills are in there also. But like, damn, you know.
That's insane.
Then they're like, "Wow, you guys lost a bunch of games in the season." I'm like, "Yeah,
Well, yeah,
we must be."
And you
horrible."
lost a wild card. Can we talk about how the Steelers are just really good at losing the wild card?
Yeah, they really love blaming it on Tomlin, like he's the one out there playing
we do
football.
not care.
How many years in a row have you lost the wild card round?
2.
When's the last time you won a playoff game?
2016.
The Giants
I know.
have
You guys
won.
suck. I don't care.
I know it wasn't a fluke, but it was unexpected. The Giants have won a playoff game more recently than the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers were Super Bowl contenders, according to Zane.
The problem with the Steelers is we love the 6 and 7 seed, and then we just have to go play someone really good at football, and then they crush us, and we're like, damn.
And then you're stuck at like the mid-teens or the like early 20s draft order.
Yeah, but I think really I think that the system of like drafting, I think it's like the first 8 guys are in a tier, and then it's like, I don't know, like 9 to like 25, and then like everyone from there is like a second rounder, if that makes sense.
Deontay Banks was the 25th pick.
And I'm saying he's about the second round range.
Yeah.
Second
Like,
round. Or
it's
I
second
think the
level.
back half of the first round are like, they're like second rounders,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like they're the same caliber as those players. I don't think they're a ton different.
What happened to Deontay Banks this year, bro?
The banks were open this year.
Yeah, they were closed for.
It was sophomore slump.
Yeah.
He cut off his dreads. New year, new Banks. He's good. He'll be. I'm totally not worried about him. Everyone's saying we're gonna draft Will Johnson from Michigan, that corner, and because they're saying we don't have a true like corner one.
You don't have
You
a true
don't.
quarterback.
Exactly. Well, okay.
You
Sam
don't have much of
Darnold's-
anything.
All right. Well, Sam Darnold's a true
There's a lot
quarterback.
of holes on that
Yeah.
team.
Jackson Dart is gonna be good for us. Travis Hunter is gonna be good for us.
Where are you taking Jackson Dart? Because we're drafting him in the first round.
Second round. You are not drafting
Probably in the second round.
Jackson-
Never mind.
Jackson Dart.
We need O-line.
No, but we have an earlier pick than you,
Yeah, that's true.
so we're good.
That's true. That
That
is true.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
I've got a question for you boys. What do you do right now if you're the GM for the Steelers? What's like your first like 3 moves?
It's a good question.
I don't know ball about the Steelers enough. I
I
think
think you trade Fields.
you sign
trade-
I think you
Fields?
trade Fields.
sign
Well,
either
oh,
Fields or
Him and
Russ.
Russ are both their contracts over, so
I don't think you can
really
Oh,
trade
then
him.
you, okay. I wouldn't. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know if you trade him, but you re-sign your guy, and you being a Steelers fan, he's the guy going forward.
I think Fields is the future.
Okay, so
I
then
don't,
think
I don't
you
know
will-
if that's what they think.
well-
How old is Russ?
He's 35 or something.
He's got dude. Kirk Cousins is older than that, and he just signed a deal with the
yeah, but
Falcons.
you probably let him walk.
I think we do
Yeah.
let him walk.
I mean, he hasn't looked
Everyone
good.
say fire Tomlin, and I just
firing Tomlin might be.
I don't know
move.
what it does. What does it help us with?
I feel like it's just,
Who are we gonna get when that happens?
Yeah.
We're just gonna end up like Terry McLaurin's had like 8 head coaches in 4 years. That
Still
doesn't seem
baller.
like a great strategy.
yeah,
to
it's
me.
hard to hit
Or-
on
that
a
was
head
quarterbacks. I'm
coach.
thinking of the Panthers or something. I think our OC in DC, terrible. Arthur Smith had the greatest job in football because he was the offensive coordinator after Matt Canada, and anything he did, they were like,
Yeah.
What a guy.
he gets away with that.
Mhm.
It's better than Canada. So even when he put up absolute stinkers, we're like, it's not Matt Canada.
Yeah.
No more
Even though
running
it
the ball on
kind of
3rd and
is
8.
Matt Canada.
Yeah, I think everyone's saying Justin Fields is the Giants are gonna sign Justin Fields, and if our QB room was Justin Fields and Jackson Dart, I wouldn't hate that at all.
I would. I
No.
mean, but
Fields has the most aura in
you
the
gotta
league.
pick one.
GP.
It might be GP.
GP
Fields
does
has the
look
most
good.
aura.
Yeah.
Is DK.
Oh no, DK
It's
I low key
clears.
be forgetting DK exists because he
Mhm.
don't be doing that.
Yeah.
DK
We're
clears.
like ROC. We fired him. Just didn't give him the ball. But DK, that's my guy.
You fired
Shout
the
out
OC.
DK. Yeah.
Was he the he was the Michigan one, right?
He was the UW offensive coordinator. We had
UW.
high hopes for him, and it wasn't great. Didn't give the ball to Ken Walker enough, but
I don't know if you guys saw the future saved. We signed Skylar Thompson, so
Is
there
that
you
the
go.
quarterback?
QB
everything's
the future.
everything's good now. Everything's saved. Okay, what's the next game? The Bills absolutely did dirty things to the Broncos.
Not much to say on that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think they were just happy to be there.
Yeah, then
The
they
Broncos,
scored, and then
yeah.
we're like, we're good, and like we're gonna clock out.
What was
Oh.
the final score of that?
31-7.
Oh,
It was
wow.
7-14 at like halftime.
Mhm.
Wow. That kind of reminds me of another wild card game, like in the past 2 years. Seahawks versus Niners.
Okay. So let me tell you something. Like so that game, you got to understand something. We were supposed to win 3 to 5 games that year, and here come the Seahawks winning 9. Geno Smith, shout out legend.
Oh, it's
Not the
right.
problem. But you know,
right back.
but then he fumbled the season away versus the Niners. But it did sound like that game. I think you're right.
The Giants were supposed. That's funny. opposite positions because this year we were supposed to make the playoffs and we
I
had
didn't
3
see
wins.
anyone saying
I
that.
don't know. No, I
I
thought you guys
did.
were supposed to maybe. Yeah.
I
Everyone said you were like a bottom of the league team, and you said no.
Dude, all the mainstream people like CBS Sports and stuff, they all said our ceiling was like maybe 6-7 wins and our floor was like 1.
They were right.
But all the Giants fan accounts that actually know ball, we could have made the playoffs.
well,
if-
apparently the other people knew more
If
ball.
if Daniel Jones had a good season, which I guess you could say about a lot of quarterbacks, if Daniel Jones played like his 2022 self and our defense stayed healthy, we could have been, because then we have Malik Neighbors, Wando Robinson as weapons for Daniel Jones. We have a top 13.
I'm trying to figure out what games you would have won, like if your team was in a better spot.
What games we would have won?
Yeah.
Well, they beat Seattle. So
Did we beat? We did beat
Yeah.
Seattle.
Blocked that
do
kid.
you remember the
And then you
punishment?
ate the spam.
Oh my gosh,
That was
Raw.
gross.
we did
It
beat
looked gross.
Seattle. So
We beat you guys.
yeah, I mean Calvin
helped
Austin, or what's his name? Calvin
Austin, big
Yeah,
play
he's
Calvin.
great.
Uh,
But if like we have a good Daniel Jones, hypothetically, 2022 Daniel Jones, we have Tyron Tracy, Devin Singletary, that's good. Malik Neighbors and Wando Robinson, W weapons. We have a good O line, and then defense, best D line in the league. A good secondary, a young developing secondary. That's a playoff and we have 2 great interior linebackers.
Horrible corners.
Horrible
I think you
corners.
overestimated your running backs. I like Tyrone Tracy and Singletary, but they're also like, I really wouldn't rank them above anyone.
Tyron
I
Tracy's
think like
great.
running back 32 to like 15 are all the same guy.
Yeah,
and they would
that's
do the
true.
same thing everywhere.
That's true.
So like in that sense, with that logic,
But
he's
he's
a bottom.
fine.
He's a 32
I mean,
running back.
they're probably a bottom 7 duo.
I watched some Wando Robinson tape and I think he's fine, but and Malik Neighbors is really good, but that is not a good
No,
receiving
I
core.
do like Wandale Robinson. I
But
do
that
think
is
he's a good
not a
player.
good
It is a
receiving
good
core.
receiving core.
It's
Um,
kind of just
And
Malik.
Darius Slayton, Mr. 800 yards every single year.
That's mid.
I feel like I could
Yeah,
at least name 20 better receiving duos.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
You want
Just
to
go
hear
by
it?
divisions. Go.
Let's hear it.
You want out of divisions?
I take Debo Ayuk
I'd take
Off the dome
DK
piece.
JSN. I'd take Cup,
and Lockett in there.
Cup Nakua.
Yep.
Matt, in post, put a counter up on screen.
Put it up there.
I don't know if
I don't think I'd put the Arizona guys over him.
No.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison. Yeah. but I
AJ
don't know
Brown,
what's-
Smitty.
4. Don't even think about CeeDee Lamb and whoever their wide
It's
receiver
tempting.
2
It was
is.
tempting.
I don't know who the second is. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
You could put.
I'd put
no, you can't put the Reds.
I'd put the Lions guys.
Yeah.
I'd put the Vikings guys.
Amonra's the top 5 receiver in the league.
Who's the Lions? Oh, J-Mo. Yeah.
I'd put the Vikings. I'd put the
Yeah.
Jefferson and Addison.
You're at 6, and you need
the Bengals.
14 more.
Put the Bengals,
Bengals.
guys. I'd put the.
No, the Ravens
No,
also
I
have
almost
mid
said Ravens
receivers.
when I thought about it.
No, we're top 15 for
Browns.
sure.
I don't think the Steelers.
Not the Steelers.
Our receiving core's mid. Pickens is great, but he's
So
not
what we're
good enough on
saying
his own.
is Wando
Hold on,
Robinson.
bro. You're like
we aren't
you're making us do
done.
off the dome and then.
We're top 10, I think.
Pull out the divisions.
All right, let's pull them out.
Hold up. This is his fault. I want you to know this. This is his fault.
Well,
20 was maybe a little too. Texans, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Not even
'kay.
close.
2 more.
Jets. Dolphins.
Wait, who's the Jets wide receiver 2?
Wilson and Adams.
Devontae.
Oh yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah. 10. Don't even put the Jaguars away.
Have you seen their second receiver is good, but Brian Thomas was a beast.
Lab McConkey's him, but no,
Brian
no.
Thomas is the second best.
Bears
Where
for
we at?
Bears.
Bears. DJ Moore.
I'd put
Keenan
Bears,
Allen.
yeah.
Adunze.
Yeah, I put Bears.
for
Okay.
You're acting like
What are we at?
you said that like
11.
Wandale Robinson was the level of Keenan or Adunze. That's the face you just made at me.
But-
And he's not even
But
close.
Malik Neighbors is. Where would we
That
say
much
Malik
above
Neighbors? I'd say
DJ
Malik
Moore?
Neighbors is top 10.
DJ Moore like 1,400 yards.
I'd
last
I'd
season.
put the Cowboys guys over them too.
Who's the Cowboys wide receiver 2?
Brandon Cooks.
I put the Packers up there.
No, I'm not counting the Cowboys. Packers. Who's that? Christian
Um,
Watson and
it's hard to tell who the receiver 1, 2, or
Jalen
3 in that
Reed.
team
It's so
because
many
they're all
guys.
like the receiver 2. But Jaden
Tampa?
Reed, Christian Watson.
I wouldn't say that. That's above.
Let's say the guy's name.
Tampa. Tampa. Put
Dubious. I would say for sure. Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Godwin and Mike Evans.
Atlanta. I'd put the Atlanta guys
Who's
over
that?
them.
Drake London.
Drake London and Darnell Mooney. Maybe
you picked,
not.
You picked the wrong second guy.
No,
That's not
I'd
Ray Ray
say no.
McLeod.
McLeod.
I
No.
love Ray Ray so much.
We're at 12.
Rashid Rice is really good.
Who's he on?
The Chiefs. I don't
No,
know where to put
Rashid-
like Xavier
Rashid.
Worthy and stuff.
No, he's not. There. No.
Okay, that's like all the teams.
All right,
Maybe
so
over in-
we're
yeah.
13th.
13.
It's not bad. You could win a playoff game with 13th best receiving core.
Duo, not
Duo.
core. Your
Core.
receiver 3 is horrible.
Jalen Hyatt.
No, Darius Slayton.
Okay, sorry.
That's not good enough.
Jalen Hyatt
man.
played
That's
like
bad.
8 snaps this whole season.
She's supposed to be good too.
Yeah.
What could have been?
Feel bad for the kid.
Your 23 draft class might have been
Mhm.
Raps.
23. Who did we get in the first round?
Banks.
Banks was
And then
good. Was
Hyatt.
good last year. Was good.
Banks and Hyatt being the two studs in that draft. it's
Hyatt
not
was
great.
3rd round. John Michael Smits.
I
Who?
do like Sean McCoy.
He's a center. You don't know him.
Okay.
But the Giants fan accounts say he's really bad. I think he's actually good. Or they don't say he's really bad. They just say he's not that good. I think he's good. I think the Giants are fine at drafting. We're good.
I was just saying that draft was great.
It was good. You know what
Oh.
you're talking about.
What's the next game in this?
Chargers, Texans.
Oh yeah.
I
Chargers
called it.
were looking good, and then they just pooped their pants.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
They threw like a pick 6 and then like an almost pick 6.
There's a hair flying around.
They were like winning, and then they threw a pick 6, and then the next time they had the ball, they threw a pick that almost got 6.
I
And was
called
like,
it.
dude, this is the game.
Dude, Lad McConkey had a game, bro. That's my
Dude,
guy.
180
He's next
yards on 9 receptions.
Mhm.
Lad, my God.
Playoff CJ Stroud. Can I shout out something? Shout out Zach Biller, the best sports bettor I've ever seen, because we were making a parlay. We were cooking up, and he bet the under on Jared versus sacks, 0.5, and the Rams had 9 total sacks in that game, and Jared verse didn't have a single one.
But he had the touchdown.
Yeah,
I would also like to show out Zach went 0 for 4 on his parlays that day. None
it's
of
got to
them
be 1
hit.
for 4.
What?
It's got to be 1 for 4 because Jared verse didn't hit.
That's
0
not how
for
that
4.
works.
Like he had 4
Like-
different parlays
Oh,
set up, and he missed all
oh.
of them. So I don't know if I would say greatest gambler ever.
I mean, that
whatever
was
you
like
said.
the best under I've ever seen in my life, and I just need everyone to know that.
If we're
that
speaking of
happened.
parlays, I had
Let's
a
cook one up.
I
Podcast
had a
parlay.
legacy parlay at one point.
We should have.
I was
like
at a
weekly-
Giants game with some of the
Me and Akash
boys,
did that a couple times.
and it was 8 leg, just like putting
Feed
some
the
in the game
families
in
for
there, putting
life.
some random
8
ones.
leg.
But
You got the spider going. If spiders can do it, why can't I? You know.
we had some MLB ones, some WNBA ones, just randomly some boxing ones, and all of a sudden
I was
it
cooking
hit.
the other day. I made one with each sport. There was a CS:GO one in there, and I was like, whoa.
You
I didn't put money on it, but I thought about it.
CS:GO.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could bet on that.
I thought that was
Jeez.
just a video
See,
game.
it's actually better because if you're biased is why you're losing.
Mhm.
If you're going purely off the numbers are probably right most of the
Mhm.
time. But like in your mind, you're like, I think this guy's good, and I think he's gonna do something. But instead, it's like, I don't know what I'm reading or what these buttons mean or whatever that stat is. But 98% of people are saying the over's hitting, so I'm gonna click the over,
Yeah.
and then you might have a chance,
Did I hear you say you hit an 8-leg parlay?
Yeah.
That is
I
insane.
only put $3 on it, so I won
How
like
much you win?
200 something bucks. But
Damn. I mean, it multiplies.
Are you kidding?
Exponential.
I was trying to pull it up. There's not good service. but-
$200.
My friend Trey, another friend took his phone in class and did a 3-legger on Australian basketball, and it hit.
Wow.
I know.
That's
Henry
nice.
Masters. He just started clicking buttons on
Really?
Australian basketball.
That's what you love to see.
There you go.
That's the cash cow. Trey was in a 27-leg loss, like a 27 parlays in a row. He missed,
Oh wow.
and that was the one that brought him back. And I think he's up at the moment.
That's rough.
He's up now.
I can't wait till I
Australian
turn
basketball.
18 so I could bet all my money.
Oh my God, bro's not 18.
Are you 18, Liddy?
I am.
All right.
I am.
Who's not 18?
All right. You have to wait 12 months for your birthday.
Pod, listen to me.
Got him there.
My birthday's in December.
Mine is too.
Every
got- oh.
every time we talk
No,
about
wait. You're like December like 23rd
21st.
or something.
you gotta wait.
When is yours?
He's got to wait
First.
literally the whole year for his
like
birthday.
whoop-de-doo.
For
It's my
some
birthday.
reason, when he thinks of birthdays, he counts from January 1st.
And it doesn't make sense.
So in his mind, he
No.
says, "I only wait 8 months for my birthday because his is in
Yeah.
August." That's not how that works.
Yes,
Not how
it
works.
is.
It is 100% not how that.
He said
how
that
that
Christmas
works.
time doesn't count and like Thanksgiving because he's not thinking about his birthday.
Everyone knows that from your birthday to Christmas doesn't count because you're looking forward to different things. So you saying that I'm not 18 is crazy because
Let me read this off.
you have to wait 12 months for your birthday. You have to wait a whole. You have to wait 11. You have to wait a whole.
Okay,
12.
we got it. Manny Machado on .5 plate appearances.
That was free. That was free.
the
one.
higher hit. Okay.
Okay.
Alex Pereira at 50.5 significant strikes.
Is that a
The
UFC?
lower hit. I
UFC
think
or
so.
boxing?
It hit 38 strikes. Sabrina Iwanowski on under 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Don't
Oh,
you-
took the
wait.
higher, and she got 37.
Say that again. Ionowski.
Ionowski?
Ionescu.
Unescu. Yeah, I'm dyslexic.
Sabrina.
I said
Shout
Sabrina.
out Sabrina for
I
that.
know. It's just Sabrina.
Luis Montos, lower on 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He had 1.
Wow.
Jason Morrell, under on .5 runs. Justin Steele, higher on 4.5 strikeouts. He had 6. Jason Winker.
Jesse
Jesse.
Winker.
I thought I was wrong in the Winker part. .5 total bases. He had 1 base. And Ian Happ on higher than .5 RPIs. And he
That
had
one hit
1.
in one of the late innings. So we're getting
$227.
That is out of $3.
$3.
That's big.
That's insane.
Dude, I got a friend who throws like 50 cents downs on parlay purely for the
Love
love
it.
of the sport.
Love
Zach.
Zach.
Shout out Zach, bro.
He-
Love that.
Best sports bettor of all time.
it doesn't matter if he wins. He wins nothing.
Officially. He just does it for the love of the sport, and he just
Yeah.
that man cooks up some great
For
parlays.
the pride of the game,
Yeah.
Always.
What are you looking up?
The playoff bracket.
Oh.
I forgot what happened.
Give me love, it's not what I
Something you
want.
can't find on the internet is a receiving duo better than Jackson Smith and Jigba and DK Metcalf.
That is true. Is Tyler Lockett retired?
We're probably gonna cut him for cap because we're in the
Really?
negative.
Okay.
Wait, that's Cap. Sorry. Just move on. Move on. Sorry. Move on.
Okay. We brought it up slightly, but that Washington Buccaneer game, dude, that was one of the better games of the
Yeah.
weekend. That one was close. It came down to the end. Baker fumbled, right?
Something happened.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
watch any of them, to be honest.
Did you guys see Zane Gonzalez before the game-winning kick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently he has like extreme OCD
Mm.
and like some of his hair was messing him up.
Yeah, and his sock. He had to fix his sock.
We
I
made the
feel
kick.
that.
Good job. Good
Yeah.
job, Zane.
It's got a cool name. It's even spelled. It's always spelled different, but that one's spelled right.
Z-A-Y-N.
Okay. Packers Eagles.
Y-N. What? Packers Eagles.
Dude,
E-A-G-L-E-S,
Jordan Love had a horrible back half of the
Eagles.
season, bro. He stopped playing. At some point, he just started having fun out there, started playing ball.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Jordan Love.
Well, I mean, Toyota-thon, man.
He didn't even have a good
Oh,
Toyota-thon.
He didn't?
No.
I was looking at the numbers. I thought he did.
He had the good, like, the year before. His Toyota-thon this year was mid. The whole back half of the year, he just was like, here's the problem. First half of the year, winning. You know what? They threw the ball to Jaden Reed a lot.
Uh-huh.
Second half of the season, stopped throwing the ball to Jaden Reed. Stopped winning and doing
Mhm.
good.
Maybe give him the ball.
I had him in
Maybe give him the
fantasy when
ball.
he had like 430 games in a row, and then he dropped 2 zeros in a row where he played like 85 snaps, like percent snap coverage, and I'm like, 0?
Well, I mean, when Christian Watson's hurt, it's kind of hard because he's kind of their deep physical, deep threat.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know. I was spaced out. I was spaced
Yeah.
out.
The Eagles just kind of took control of them. The Packers, they were a good team at one point this season, and then they were like, nah, I don't feel like it.
How many wins did they
Always
have?
next year. 11.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That division was crazy, bro. It was, what, 15, 14, and 11?
And then the Bears.
And then like 4.
Yeah, that 10-game
Callum
losing,
Schweitzer, what happened? I thought they were making the playoffs. Come on.
10-game losing streak.
Speaking of Callum Schweitzer, where do we think Ben Johnson's going? I was talking about it with Callum. That's why it's really.
Are you talking about the text message to Caleb Williams?
Oh
that?
no! Yes, I have seen
Mhm.
that. But I was talking to Callum and Bo, and Bo was saying that Ben Johnson's going to the Raiders, which makes no sense because the Bears have so many building blocks, and I would much rather go there, and they have cap, and
They officially interviewed Arthur Smith as a head coach the other day.
that is insane. And
He was like fine this season for us at OC, but he just wasn't very good. He was just so average.
The Cowboys interviewed Robert Saleh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He wasn't the problem.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't.
And no one thought he was
I really
the problem.
like he is. I would rather see him back in the Bay, though. I'm not even a Niners fan, but I just feel like that would be cool. Side note, he looks exactly like my uncle. It's just a little tidbit. I think Ben Johnson's gonna go to the Bears.
I can see that happening. I know it's kind of weird though, division rival, but
Yeah,
I can see that happening.
I feel like it doesn't make sense to go to the Raiders when all they have is cap, but they have no building blocks.
And yeah, I mean Caleb Williams showed like flashes.
They have one.
Yeah, they have Max
Their
Crosby.
tight
But
ends.
Max Crosby's probably out of there.
Brock Bowers is so
Oh, you're right.
good.
You're right. I forgot about him. But like,
Dude, he was like 4th in receiving total.
Jacoby
period.
Myers was pretty good too.
besides Christian Wilkins, Max Crosby, and Brock Bowers, I don't think
No,
and
there's not a
Aiden
lot of
O'Connell.
goodness, but they gotta have space.
I don't think I can name a single player.
Jacoby Myers had his first 1,000-yard season.
Is he still? I thought he was on the Patriots. No, he went from the Patriots to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay, that was L-ball knowledge.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next round here. I don't remember what our brackets are. I'm just gonna take an opinion
Eagles
over here.
winning it all, baby.
Texans, Chiefs.
Give me the Texans. I'm calling it right
Someone
now.
has to. Someone has to. 'Cause
Give
I'm
me the
I'm picking the
Texans.
Chiefs.
I gotta take the Chiefs too.
Give me the Texans.
I
I'm
really
calling
don't.
it right now.
I've been having this argument with Akash. You boys know Akash.
he just
he's
likes
been on the
CJ
pod.
Stroud.
He really likes. He keeps saying that CJ Stroud had a really good game, right? And I have a question. What's your benchmark on like amount of yards to be a good game?
250.
Yeah, 250.
250. I think he had like 267. I said my benchmark is like 285 to 300 because I think like just under that, it's not like a bad game, but it's not a good game. It's just like he played quarterback out
Well,
there.
I feel like there's more to it. Like,
But he was
how much
saying
you have
that
the ball
CJ
and
Stroud
stuff.
played an amazing game, and I'm like, he threw 2 picks
Yeah.
and didn't have that many yards. What amazing game did you watch?
Yeah. I mean,
The whole first half, they scored like no points, and he was not looking good at football. It wasn't his fault that John Mechie fumbled on the first play, but like there wasn't a lot of ball going on there.
they look good. The Texans looked good. And D'Amico Ryans is taking them to the promised land. Eventually.
I would rather believe in them than the Chiefs, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean they're gonna win.
Give me the Texans.
I believed in the Steelers.
Good.
So.
Yeah. Bro, the Steelers winning it all.
Okay, we'll save the best one for the last. Okay, so Commanders, Lions.
the Lions.
Lions.
I think. I
Lions,
mean, it's
yeah.
pretty chalk. I mean, I think Jared Goff will be dicing them up.
I think
Not really a big.
I think
Commanders
at
fan.
some point there's going to be a close game that the Lions are going to go for some risky and it's going to finally not work. And
Yeah,
I think
but that's not
gonna
gonna be
their
a good
It'll
downfall.
happen, but it won't.
But it
happen
won't
in
be this
round.
game. I
So,
fully
It'll be
agree.
against the Eagles.
maybe in the bowl.
And that, they're not.
That's a
they're
great
not gonna
segue
be-
into the next one. Eagles, Rams.
Give me the Rams. Give me the Los Angeles Rams. You know, I doubted them.
Cooper
like-
and
I like what I
Cooper
saw.
Kupp are just really cool.
Let me get one thing in. Okay. 2 things, actually. Last week, I think we talked about how the Rams have one of the worst defenses.
It's not great.
Also, flashback to midseason, Saquon Barkley, I think, if I'm not mistaken, ran for 250-something yards versus the Rams. So I have no idea how the Rams could ever pull this off. It's a great matchup for the Eagles. Saquon's going to eat, and he's not going to play in the fourth quarter.
You brought up a lot of matchups, but I think you're missing the best matchup. There's a receiver-corner matchup in this game.
And they're white. They're both white.
Cooper
Good
Kupp
shout.
versus DeJean.
Yes.
Cooper Kupp versus Cooper DeJean.
Cooper
It's-
Cup wins this match.
They're
so
both named
perfect.
Cooper because they're so white.
Because they're white.
It's the whitest name.
No,
Yeah.
but I do not like the Rams. I despise them just as much as I despise Artie Burns and Trey Brown. But
Artie Burns is a terrorist.
what I've seen out of the Rams, what I saw out of them last week, it was, I mean, their pass rush all over Darnold, and that Vikings
the best
O-line is
O-line
not
in
that
the
bad.
one of the most
um,
mature quarterbacks in the league still. Stafford.
Stafford, he's played playoff football. Kyron's really
I was about to
good.
say that, but then I'm like,
Not
he's
a
played
whole
like,
lot.
like a season of playoff
Yeah.
football.
No, but
He had
Kyron's
a
a
game
solid
last week.
runner, my fantasy dog.
Puka could pop at any
Yeah,
moment.
they have
that
their
guy is
receivers.
rather good at football.
So I think the Rams will win this game.
I
I
think
actually do think the Rams
They
win this game.
definitely can.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I will.
All right.
Good luck with that.
I'm gonna pick the Rams for the fun of it. I think the Eagles are gonna win, but I like the Rams more.
Yeah, that's kind of right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. then the most fun game of the weekend, the one that everyone's excited to watch, Ravens-Bills.
I think the line on this one in Prize Picks is like 51-49, something like that. Or it might be.
See, I know they played earlier this season, so I
The
want to see
Ravens
what
won
the
by
score
25.
was. 25, yeah. But that was just like one of those games the Bills just like looked really like
yeah, it
they
was
just,
early
The
too.
Ravens won by 45-25.
Yeah,
Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
I can't pick them.
Yeah. You know,
I can't in good conscience pick the Ravens.
Yeah, the line for the game is Ravens -1.5. So
1.5.
-1.5.
Give me the Ravens.
I'm gonna take the Buffalo Bills.
Give me the MVP of the league, Josh Allen.
I think whoever wins this
And the
game
Bills.
wins MVP.
Yeah.
I know it's not supposed to be a part of it, but you definitely might be right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just want to say, the past few years I've been a huge Josh Allen hater with the turnovers and everything. This year he proved me wrong, and he's just a likable guy.
Who do you guys think is the MVP?
Josh Allen.
Lamar Jackson, but the Buffalo
Josh Allen
Bills
plays
win
the
this
game the right way.
Josh Allen wound up winning it. He
I
plays the
think-
game the right way, yeah.
He's
You ever see a guy run, pass, and receive a touchdown on the same play?
I've never seen it, but I also have.
Yeah.
Josh Allen did it.
Is that for San Francisco?
No, it was
It was in that snow game.
yeah, where he threw the ball to Cooper Cup or
Oh, yeah,
Amari
yeah.
Cooper and he threw it back to him.
I remember that.
And score a touchdown.
Yeah, he's like that. He's really cool. So, I keep saying this. Like, last year, Josh Allen had better stats, like, all over. But Lamar won because they had a better record and his stats were, like, semi-similar. But this year, Lamar has better stats across the board, but Josh Allen has a better record and is still close. But both years, Lamar's the favorite. And I don't understand why the precedent doesn't follow.
I think you're just a Lamar hater.
Last year, what did he do to deserve MVP?
He was just better than all the other mediocre QBs.
Josh Allen was not mediocre.
Last year was such a
He was
down year for
27th in
QBs.
passing yards. Lamar.
Yeah.
At MVP. Or it was 15th. Sorry, 15th. 15th.
I was gonna say 27th.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the number. 15th in passing yards.
And then he was first in rushing, obviously.
He was up there, but Josh Allen's second.
But
Josh Allen
he probably
runs.
had like 1,000 less yards,
No. How many yards do you think Lamar runs for in a season?
like 1,500.
No.
I'm such an idiot. I'm such an
Maybe
idiot.
800.
Cause
He's run for 1,000
'cause
before.
15
1,500 would be he would be the second best running back in the NFL.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
1,000 extra is crazy because you're thinking of quarterback numbers. You're like 4,000. Like
Yeah, I'm like yeah.
So I guess if you follow that, I mean, I guess Allen deserves it this year, but I think Lamar should.
But
he's thrown 4 interceptions, something like that, and he has like 40-something touchdowns.
Daniel Jones.
Josh
too.
Allen also really hasn't thrown any interceptions this year. But
I was looking at the stats.
every
He has
time they
6.
say interceptions, they don't pay attention to
Mhm.
fumbles.
Yeah.
Lamar likes to fumble. He's got a couple in there.
Oh, you can't say that. That's
When
the
you're
thing.
talking about turnovers in total, it's not just interceptions. Why look at just
saying that
interceptions?
it's like oh, a running back has more fumbles than a quarterback. They must.
When they look at turnovers for Josh Allen, they say, "Oh, he's thrown 9 interceptions and Lamar's only thrown 3." But then Lamar also has 4 fumbles to Josh Allen's 0.
He has 80 more.
And you're like,
carries.
wait. Yeah, but I'm saying just turnovers. 7 turnovers versus 9 is a lot closer of a number than the 5 gap they try to say it
I'm
is.
gonna take a gander at this.
I don't know if those numbers are fully accurate, but I'm saying that for the
You
point.
can't.
That's actually a good point.
You
though.
can't.
Turnovers are
that's
the
not a
same
good
thing.
point. It's not
What's
a
the
good
difference
point.
between fumbling and interception?
Because interceptions are quarterback stat. If you're comparing quarterbacks, you're looking
If
at
you're turning the ball over, how does it matter how you're doing it?
Najee turned the ball over.
Okay, I hate
The
to be like
least
the I hate to be like
Out
the
of any
bearer.
running back?
I hate to be like the bearer of bad news, but like Lamar didn't fumble this
Is he
year.
not?
Neither of them fumbled.
Okay.
But
Can I Millie
I
Rock?
get what you mean.
I was reading posts. It definitely might have been about last year's stats.
Mm.
Do not Millie Rock.
I did Millie Rock because I told you. I told you.
Well, I had a great time. I think today was a good episode. We got to everything. I think. We'll see us boys here back again next week.
Mason-
This is gonna be the squad for the rest of the playoffs. I think these are us. We're gonna be balling. Come back and watch the episodes and see how right or wrong we are. Thank you for watching. See ya.